All right. Give me a sec, guys. What's up? Sorry, I guess I'm Will with Very Great Software, and I'm using a new live streaming platform. So bear with me. Let's see here. I don't know if anyone's watching. I'm using like this other platform besides YouTube, and it does not tell me if there's anyone here. Yeah, so I have no idea. So if you guys are here, just leave a comment in the stream, and hopefully that comment shows up. I'm not sure if it gets reflected somehow. I'm actually gonna try and open up a private browser and see if I'm able to let's see if I can. I'm testing all this out for the first time. So I want to see. Let's see if I can. I'm testing all this out for. Sorry. All right, so I have to sign in the chat, obviously. So I'm going to sign in as. Give me a sec here. Just testing this out, seeing if people can't comment on my live stream. I have to create a channel to join the chat. Wow. Switch account, add account. I guess I will just sign in as myself. Sorry, you guys, if you're waiting. I apologize. I'm just wanting to make sure this software is going to work for the way I want it to. It's the first time of me using this. Is kind of like a test stream, if you will. So let's see here. I don't see anyone comment yet. So we'll get started here in a second. I just commented on the YouTube live stream. I don't see it yet. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Awesome. And it tells me which platform. Cool. And that works as well. That is very awesome. Okay. So I guess since now I have everything set up the way I wanted to, today we're going to be making a Flutter app. Now, what I want to build is a tool that will help me actually get stuff done. So I had an example of making an app that, I had a good name for it. But essentially, every day someone has a list of stuff to do, right? I already know there's to-do lists and everything, but I kind of want to make it like a motivational list. So I think I was going to name it motivation list. Anyways, yeah, so what it would be an app where, and hopefully you guys can hear me all right. It would be a kind of like a motivational list. So the app will just ask you questions like, what do you want to get done today? What do you have to get done to get this week, kind of a thing. And then basically what the app does is it'll help you figure out exactly what you're trying to get done and trying to get you motivation to actually go and do it. Because if you guys can't tell, I haven't posted a video in a long time. So this is me live streaming. I haven't posted a video since I think September or something like that. And I have been getting other stuff done. I have a few other projects that are on my plate, but those are kind of slowing down a little bit. And so I wanted to make this so that essentially it's going to ask you a bunch of questions to figure out everything that you need to get done. And then what it'll also ask you for each thing that you want to get done, how long is it going to take you to actually complete that task? And then it's going to be a little bit hard-coded, but if the task is going to take you like more than 30 minutes, let's say it takes you an hour, the app is going to be like, oh, this is going to take you over an hour. Can we split this task into something smaller? Because I'm trying to make it kind of like an agile scrum approach to where we're trying to break down these tasks into the tiniest bits that we can. Because if I think about making a video for this YouTube channel, I know that it's going to take me, a few hours to make because I have to record it, I have to edit it. Editing takes the most part of the time, and I kind of want to bring that down as much as I can. But I have no motivation to do it, even though like I do see you guys subscribing and I appreciate it so much. And if you guys aren't subscribed, let's check out this. Let's see if I can get this banner. So yeah, see that banner right over here? Like and subscribe. So I love this platform already. It's called StreamYard. But yeah, and just also trying to get motivation to do other stuff, like go outside for runs, take my dog on walks, and work out a lot more. So that is the gist. Sorry that took like 6 minutes to describe, but I just wanted to describe it first before I actually started building it. So I guess I'm just going to start, and we'll see how it goes from here. So yeah. Sorry, I can like see my self twice because this I have a super ultra wide monitor, one of those like really long monitors. It's not ultra wide, it's super ultra wide, and I had to use OBS to create another window with Visual Studio Code and my virtual device, in like one window because StreamYard is all on the web. I don't know if they have an app I can download for Windows, but like it's either the full screen or a window. And obviously a full screen is not going to do it because then you'll just see an infinite amount of the stream, because I have like half of my monitor with the live stream and the other half with the code and the phone. So I had to come up with something clever. So I think it works pretty well. It shows both OBS and my phone. But anyways, I already have Flutter installed. So if no one's watching right now, but if you're watching, if you guys want an install video, I could make that. It's not too terribly difficult, but we'll get started here. I think it's Flutter bat create, and then what was I gonna say? What was I gonna name it? Motivational list. So what this is going to do, oh, whoops. Okay. Let me Flutter. And I probably could have set up OBS to where if I'm ever doing any research that you guys can see my browser, but I did not do that. I probably should have. I will take that in for next time. Create project. I thought it was Flutter create. Was it not Flutter create? Yeah, Flutter create motivational list. Oh, I probably could have joined the L's to make it a little motivational list. I don't know. All right, so now my code is there, so we can open up a folder. And I did that underneath, let's see here, C drive, users, W, and let's see here. Okay. Let me know if this looks good for you guys. I'm going to do one more out. All right, so this is our code. So this is I've actually already started kind of like going into Flutter a little bit, but this is actually my first time trying to make an actual app, because eventually I do want to publish this. But this is for like my own personal use right now. And if other people find use for it, great, cool. So we have our web folder here, which I'm assuming is for if we want to make this into an actual website, as well as an app or like a web app, whatever. And then we have Android, so all the basic Android stuff. You got your build Gradle, and then we also have iOS. So what this, if you guys don't know what Flutter is, I'm pretty sure you guys should know because it's been years since it's been out. But let me open up another window so I can see the comments. There we go. That looks great. That looks really good. Okay. If there is any comments. So if you guys don't know what Flutter is, basically it's one code base to multiple platforms. So you can write all your code in this lib folder. And then what Flutter will do, so if we go to Flutter here, Flutter bat, and then go run, this actually is going to take a minute. But after it builds and everything, it'll actually find my Android virtual device and push the APK, this app that is written here, over to the virtual device. So without writing any code, we already have an app written here. And I'm going to actually change this to motivational list. Should do like a capital L maybe. I don't know if that looks cool. Yeah, probably doesn't look cool, but save that. All right, so you can see here that we do have an app, and it's just like really easy one. You click a button, it adds to that number. And we obviously want to change this. So I'm going to keep the background the way it is. If you guys don't know Flutter, I already did a little bit of research. So we have stateless widgets and stateful widgets. Stateless is more for like if you have UI components that don't really need to be tied to any data, and then stateful, I believe, are ones that hold a state. So you can see stateful widget here. We're making a new class that extends the stateful widget, and then we give it some data, and then from this class here that contains the that we create a state, and then that state extends state with the general type of my home package. So it kind of ties these two classes together. And then whenever something changes, we have, so this is a function here with some data here. And we have this function that calls this set state function and then increments the counter. And this is referenced. I mean, I could just scroll to it, but there you go. There's a floating action button, which is right here, this little blue button. So every time we press that, this on pressed here, it calls this increment counter function, which is cool. So increment counter. So every time it gets pressed, it calls this function. And then set state is basically, it takes in an anonymous function, and then whatever data you need to change and update, you would call within set state, because set state is going to basically refresh the UI. So for example, if we wanted to not do plus plus, but if we wanted to do plus equals 2, so every time you press it, it goes up by 2. And what's really nice is in the terminal down here, you can actually just hit R if you have it selected, and it'll refresh the app. And then so now you can see it does it every 2, 35, 37, 39. Pretty nifty, right? So cool. And we're wanting to make not this. So I think I might keep the floating action button so that whenever we want to create new tasks to go into our list, we can just press that button. So we can probably keep that button there, but change this later. So let's clean up all of the comments because I've already read all of them. And I apologize if you guys have been looking for the Chrome extension videos. I deeply apologize. I do already have content recorded. I just need to actually go and edit it. So this is me trying to help myself in the future. And live streams are a lot easier for me too. So because I just hit record, I can blabber on about stuff and do it all live, and that way I don't have to go back and record it. Okay. So yeah, and then so what also is great about this class that we have extending the state is it also builds a UI. So like I said, you have a stateful and a stateless UI components. This scaffold here is basically this page, and then you can see the app bar here with the widget.title. So widget.title. So this is the widget. Yeah, because everything within Flutter is a widget. So literally everything, every class, besides like ints and stuff. And so you can see widget.title. So there is the title. Okay. And basically we call that right here, and we can grab that, setting that to this title. So you can see here my home page. We're setting the title here to motivational list. You can see up here at the very top of the app that is there. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start going to town on this because I've been talking a little bit too much maybe. Let's just delete all the comments first. But yeah, I do look forward to more Chrome extension videos. I'm redoing the series because I didn't like how I made it the first time. I need like a version 2, the one that's a little bit better. So look forward to that. Okay. So we don't need this counter. And then what we can probably do is instead of increment counter, we could say add task. And then down here in increment counter, make that add task. And then we will figure this out later. Okay. So this should still work. So you can see there, it's not going to do anything because we've already deleted all the stuff. And okay. So how do we want to start? Well, we need to create a list, which makes sense. So I'm going to go to Flutter's documentation right now. And I apologize, like again, I didn't set this up for when I do some research, but I'll set it up in the next live stream. Flutter list view. Okay. And Flutter's documentation is really nice. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, so instead, where's that scaffold? So we don't really need to change anything in here. We can just close these two. Another thing to take advantage of is you can actually do single line functions with the arrow. So this makes it just a little bit cleaner, and it just makes more sense. So we'll save that, rerun it just to make sure we're all good. Okay, we're all good. And we can probably keep this the way that it is. And let's see here. Let's make a really simple version of adding stuff to a list. So let's see here. If we can't do like a, I'm also iffy on the syntax. Might be string array tasks equal to. I know. Oh yeah, I think that needs to be a constant. So I'm pretty sure just a list. Okay. And then set the state. We have tasks here. Let's just say add. Okay, we got an add. And then let's just, how do we want to add? What do we want to add? Is there like a math? Random. Wanting to make like just some random text. Okay, so this does come out with a new random toString. So that might work. That might work. Okay. Let's see. And then when we go, instead of having a text, say you push it this many times, let's get rid of this one here. And then, so I already kind of cheated a little bit. So there's these things called ellipses. Now what the ellipses is going to do is the language interpreter will look at these ellipses and then basically like expand the list into individual items. Because if we just did, what I was going to do is do underscore, when I say tasks, I just said tasks. So typically when you have something that's private, you want to do an underscore in Dart. That's like the language standard, I guess. So we do tasks.map, and then we would map E to this thing right here. So let's cut this, okay, and then E will turn into, instead of doing E, let's do a T for a task, or let's just spell out task. And then let's see here, style, theme, context theme. And then instead of empty strings, we're going to say task. Okay. And then, so this is where the issue that I was looking into, I'm like, well, technically what a map does is just basically takes everything in the array, does a certain function over them, and then turns it into something completely different. And so basically right now, this is a list of lists. So here, let me try and zoom in. So because we have a list here, and then this map function also returns a list. And so we have a list of lists, but if you use the ellipses, it's a brand new feature, so you might need to download a newer version of Flutter. But this will expand it out into individual children. So instead of a list of lists, it's now just going to be a list. And then this, I need to change this to an underscore. Okay, and then this should work. And then this should just be add task, not really increment. And then we can go to reload. Nothing. So when we click the button, instance of random. I guess that works. Instance of random. So yeah, there you go. It works, but not in the case that we want it to. Bottom overflowed. That's fine. We just need to add like some kind of scrolling mechanism, which we can find. Okay. So what else do we want to add here? Okay. So I also want to make it so that when you add a task, you also give it a time. So we're not going to do a key value of a string. What I want to do instead is I want to make a task.dart. And inside of here, we're going to make a class, and we're going to name it a task. And inside of it, we're going to say final string, and then give the task a name, as well as an integer of the duration that it's going to take. And then there is a constructor, obviously, when you make a task. So that is just this. And then Flutter is really nice because you can do positional arguments. So meaning that like if I wanted to create this new task here, I could just go task and then give it some sort of name and then some sort of duration, right? Like this would be valid because if I wanted to do if I want to put name here and then duration, if I build out the constructor, you can do positional as well as named arguments. So the standard is pretty much to do named arguments. So we're going to do named arguments. And sorry. All right. Thought it was something important. It's all good. So if we do named parameters within our constructor, you do it this way. So essentially, it's going to take this name right here, like the actual name of the. So it'll take this name here, duration, and then if we were to say duration colon is 1, 2, 3, then it knows that hey, we're going to be assigning duration to that. And also there is this thing called required, meaning that if someone were wanting to make this class, they need to pass in the name, they need to pass in the duration. I think it's material.dart. Yeah. Just do that. And that looks good. So this will automatically assign it to those two. Cool. So, and I'm not sure what they call classes that just contain data, but so now instead of string here, we'll say task. And then if we want to add, we can add a new task. And then look at that. So we got duration and name. So let's say name is do the dishes, which I need to do the dishes. Girlfriend's out of town and I need to do the dishes. Cool. And you'll also see here we got a little yellow squiggly. So parameter duration is also required. Pretty nifty. So we can do duration here. So we'll just say like 100. Yeah. And so when we run this will work. This will work. But like I was saying with the positional, you could also make a positional. So you could do this, I think. No? Oh. Well, I think we need to get rid of the curly braces within here. If we were to remove these curly braces, then yeah, it will be positional and not named. Sorry, my dog's right here. Cool. Oops. If we save that and refresh, argument type task. Oh. Argument type task cannot be assigned to the parameter type string. Task. Let's remove that import. Class task, this dot name should be right. Let me reference my other code base. That's not important. Task item, yeah. I think I just need to change it to be something else. Let's see here. Task item tasks. Okay. Oh, it's because I'm trying to do it in here. Yep. So this is of type uh, task, and then whoops. So task dot name. So we could do this task dot name, and then single quoted strings are interpolated. So if you add a dollar sign and then curly braces around a function call or a property getter, it'll actually print it out. And then, so let's see here, then we'll do task dot duration, and then say minutes. Okay, so this should work. Refresh. Oh man. Type list string is not a subtype of list task of function result. Okay. So I'm going to need to reference my other code again. Yeah, that should have worked. List of task. Dog's getting mad about something. Yeah, task to text. Needs to be like a name. Oh gosh, title. Weird. I don't understand. Type list string is not a subtype of type list of function result. Where is this happening? 947. Hmm. I just want to check, make sure no one needs me. Okay, nobody needs me. Just making sure. Okay, why? I'm going to refer back to my other. Map of E. And I don't know what is going on. Huh. list string Weird. That is really weird. List task. Okay, tasks, add task with the name, do dishes, durations, 100. String of data. Of function result. Wow, I am stuck. All right, so my other one, task item. And then map of E. Maybe if I get rid of the style here. It shouldn't be the case though. Yeah, that should not be the case. Weird. Why am I not seeing this in I'm not seeing this in my other app. Oh my god, this has been a fail. I am failing so bad right now. Maybe it's because I have a text element before it. Oh, wow. This is really intriguing me because I'm not seeing this on my other app. And this is like obviously there's something different and I'm not seeing it. I mean, maybe it's the way I built out my class. I don't think it's the way I built out my class because it should be the same. I'll change this to task item. I don't think that is it. I don't think that was of function result. What? Do I have to say new task? I don't think I have to say new task item, do I? Swear to God. Oh, okay. Weird. Oh, I am at a loss. List of tasks, task items. Map T, where we return T. Maybe if I make this text. My mind is baffled right now. Okay, I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to copy my code from my other thing I already started on. And then make this motivational. Yeah, this is definitely making me want to make another Flutter app for sure. Just kidding. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. This isn't that bad. Task item, tasks. This was gonna be for showing a dialog box to actually add stuff to the list. Let's see here. Context. What? Okay, this is weird because I'm literally pulling this. All right, let's. I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna run my motivational one. Oh. Let's see what I do when I run my other one that I already started. Okay. Yeah. What the heck? That is weird. That is weird. Maybe if let's see here. Um, see here. Let's see if I were to add a set state. And then add tasks dot add a new task item, name of test, and a duration of 1, 2, 3. Okay. Click the button, say okay. Oh, that is so weird. I am honestly baffled. Unless like I'm accidentally adding list of task item. Oh. Maybe show dialog. Let's just do a set. I'm going to do what I did in my other app. Tasks, add task item name test. Oh my god, screwed that up. And then duration is 1, 2, 3. Set the state, show a dialog, and then exit. All right, let's close out of our old one. Yes. Oops. Yes. Okay, go back to the one that I've been wanting to write for you guys. All right. Also, I threw up this like green screen behind me because there's a feature to add a green screen in StreamYard for your webcam. And it's like literally right behind me. And I have it stringing from my blinds that cover my window and that's wrapped around to my TV. Okay. So click add. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So I wonder if it was because that the array was empty that it was saying that. There you go. Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. That is finally good. Okay. So then, yeah, test will take you blah, blah, blah to do. And let's just throw this in. Put that in parentheses, and then press R and the script and the bash. Oh my gosh, command prompt, and it'll change it. Yeah, so you'll see test 1, 2, 3 minutes. Okay, because what I was going to do was I was going to show you guys how to make a dialog box. So what I did basically is just on pressed. It calls this function called show dialog. Show dialog. So let's get rid of this. Show dialog will. Let's see here. So barrier dismissible means that this is going to basically just it can be dismissible somehow. Wait, does not give any documentation. Maybe it will. Argument used to indicate whether tapping on the barrier will dismiss the dialog. If it is true, by default. Okay. Yeah, so basically if you tap out of it, then it can close it. And so I'm creating a new alert dialog with the title of dialog. So let's see what that looks like, dialog. So let's change this to add new task, just for a little bit better UI experience. And children, instead of this is a dialog box. Here is where we're going to be making an kind of like an input form. I hate how this kind of like, I love and / hate how this auto formats. So this is not going to be a text. We need an input. Let's see here. Looking for form field. Form field. Oh, we also need to create a global key. Okay. So this is not going to be a list body. This is going to be a form. And we need parameter child. Which is a widget. All right, I'm looking up in the documentation. So let's see here. Okay, so form key needs to be that. Okay. Final form key. Okay, so we need to create a final. So basically meaning that this is never going to change. For final global key of type form state. So this will hold basically the state, the data that is going to be in the form from what I've been reading. Global key form state. Okay, now we can close that out. And then it's blue because we're not using it. So I think we need to add a key here, and then we can pass in the form key. Awesome. And then for the child, these guys use a column. So we're going to use a column. And then we are also going to do a cross access announcements, cross center, because we want to actually, no, we want to keep everything to the left. Start. Keep everything at the start. Children, we ain't got none yet. And so for the children, we're wanting a text form field. Let's see here. And this has a thing of decoration. And we will clean this up in a second. So constant, basically we don't want this thing to change at all once it's made. Input decoration, I think just input decoration. And then we're going to give that a thing of hint text of not enter your email, but task to do. Okay. And then we have that. So validator is basically, I think it's we can do string dot, or is it a string dot? No. I thought there was like a is null or something. Okay, so string, which is optional, value, and then if that value dot, I thought there's like a, oh yeah, is empty. It is empty, then we can say please enter a task. Otherwise, we can say well, I guess it could also be null. So if value is equal to null, or the value is empty, then we can say please enter a task, otherwise return null. So null. And it's giving me an issue with this quote. This that should be good. I wonder if it's because I say value is equal to null. No. Okay, null safety features are disabled for this library. Removing package language. Oh, so I guess we can. That's like not a thing in the current version I'm using. Wow. Okay. So let's see what this looks like. Ooh, yep. Add new task dishes. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's already looking really good. Okay, so next we so we added a validator. So basically, if we didn't add anything, well, the validator is not working. Value null or is empty. Please enter a task, otherwise null. Oh, I need to call the validator. That's why. Okay, so let's see what else we need to add here. So after the validator, looks like they add some padding, which I think I might do that as well. So that padding is added after the text form field. So after the text form field, they added a padding class, padding widget. Let's see here. I guess I won't add that. Okay, so and then we can say on the on pressed, we'll make this into a multi-line function. If I think it's if form key, yeah. So form key current state. We want to make sure that that is good. We want to say call validate on that. Oh, I guess we're just going to add that feature, that language feature. So validate. We can process the data in the if, in the else. We don't want to. Looks like they don't do anything, but in the future we may want to, like, if the data is bad, we could probably have them do like a cancel maybe. Or I guess, yeah, we could do like a so actions. So we can say do like an OK here, but then we can also do a cancel. I understand why it does like 2 tabs as well. I should only do like 1. Don't like how it makes 2 tabs. Text button on pressed. This will not do a validation check. This will instead just go with that. Okay. Perfect. No validation. Please enter a task. Okay, awesome. That is really cool. All right, task to do. Oops. So hit cancel there. That works amazing. I like that. I like it a lot. And I don't know how long I'm going to be making about this because I do want to try to get outside and go for a quick run before night falls. But I might hop on again a little bit later. I'm not really quite sure when you guys, my audience, watch my videos. I actually need to go back and look at all the analytics of what time you guys do watch my videos, and then try to figure out what time I should be live streaming at. Um, so, okay, now we have that going. All right, so we can hide this, and I'm going to be like, look, this is already like 95 lines. So I'll be segmenting this into multiple files so that it is a little bit better. Looking far as code wise, but then so we have a text form field for the task name, and then we're gonna do, is there like a number form? No. Form field state data element. I mean, I guess we could do a text form field, but I want to make sure that there's not one for a number. Let's look it up in number form. Flutter number form field. So you can specify the number as a keyboard type for the text field. Container text field. Oh, okay. Oh, that is very nice that there's not just a different. All right, so we can just do text form field, and then we can say minutes. Minutes to do task. That needs to be better wording. I can't think of like better wording right now. We don't need a validator. I'm not going to do a valid. We might do one in the future. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, so we have the decoration, and then we will actually no. We do want a validation, like a. I'm pretty sure int. Let's see here. And basically, if a value is null, see here, argument type string function cannot be assigned to parameter type. Well, I guess that number might come back as that, as a string. Come back as a string. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to make the keyboard type is it like key? What is it? Text input type. Text input type of number. Save that. Form a hot reload. All right, so it looks like we do need to have is empty. Reload that. We have add a new task to do. Awesome. If we hit OK, please enter a task. Please enter a duration. Looking really good so far. I am really liking this to make apps. Definitely going to be utilizing this in the future if I ever make any other projects. So we can do. Oh, that's another thing. Is what if we hit OK? So value is equal no or is empty, or can we do like an int try parse of the value? Let's see here. Returns null, or if it's equal to null. Because try parse parse source as a possibly signed integer literal. Like parse, except this function returns null where a similar call phrase. Okay. So basically, if you were to call parse on this integer class, it would throw an exception. We don't want to really throw an exception and then handle it. We want to do a try parse because try parse will give us a null value if the string cannot be made into an integer. So we're going to perform a hot reload, click here, and then task to do, test minutes to do the task. If we say ASDF, please enter a duration. Hi, bud. Oh, he is super happy right now. What? I think he saw something. Did you see something? Huh? Did you see something? Yeah, I think it's almost time to go outside. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got you, dude. I got you. Don't worry about it. Come on. Up. Hello. Say hi. No, your breath stinks. Yeah. Go on. Go. Hold on. That's where he's going to start whining. He's going to start whining. All right. So then, yep. So enter a duration. I should probably say enter a valid duration. Please enter a task. That way, I think we might need to cancel this and then enter a valid duration. Cool. Add a new task. Task to do. Dishes. It's a do task. 1,000,000 minutes. Also, just to make sure minutes to do task. Whatever. Okay. Boom. Awesome. Looking really good. Now what we need to do is after we click OK, we need to add it to our list. So when we go to hit on the actions on the OK, on press, if our stuff looks really good, we're going to pop off. We're going to pop off that element, that dialog that we just had. Before we do that, we want to do a set state and then do tasks dot add a new task item, and then good boy. And then the name is going to be, I believe we can say form key current state current state let's see here. How do we pull values from the form? All right, process the data. Unchanged will pop up. Form key widget. Okay, it could be the global key. So if we grab the current state, stateful element, okay. See here. No, we don't want any of these. Build, reset, save. No such. No. Could be maybe context. Let's see here. Wow. All right, so to retrieve the value of a text field, okay, we have to create a text editing controller. Controller to a text field. Custom form state. State my custom form. Using controller, okay. So we do need to add this controller. And then email editing controller, validator value, blah, blah, blah. Keyboard type, decoration, dot text, get value. On submitted. Okay, there's an onSubmitted parameter. All right, so form key.currentState.save calls the onsave on each one. To all the fields, you can use them as required. Try using the current state save just after. Okay, so we could do. Let's see here. Unsaved. Unsaved pin is equal to. Sorry again, like I'm currently looking up the documentation if you guys are watching. Unsaved pin is value. Okay. Raised button, and then on pressed, validate, save. Or I guess. But then I have two different form fields. I think I might just make a controller for both of them. Okay, so Text editing controller needs to be outside of the text form field. I'm definitely going to have to create other files to make this a lot cleaner, but not right now. It is getting a little bit messy. Text editing controller, and then this one will be the task name controller. So go to text editing controller. Don't need to pass, nope, don't need to pass anything else in. We can copy this, make a new one, and this will be the task duration controller. Okay. Weird, because it's like, I know that the global key, that's just weird. Okay. Anyways, I'll look it up in a second once I get this working. Task name controller. And then this is going to be the task duration controller. And then when we click the button saying we're okay, we're good, and everything is validated, and we go to set our state, we can then do task name controller dot text, and the duration being the task duration controller dot text. But we can't do that because duration is an integer. So we can say int dot parse, knowing full well that it definitely will parse this into a string because we already did validation around it. Parse. There we go. Okay, and God, I hate. Oh, I think I need to change the configs of how it does this. I'll figure that out later. Oh, it's so many nests. That's the only thing that kind of sucks about Flutter is you get really nesty looking things. That's obviously why if you guys have Visual Studio Code and you install the Dart and Flutter extensions, they automatically come with like these little comment things, so you know where you're at. But you can't edit them out. They're not really in the file. It's more so of a UI look. Okay, so after validation, we're setting the state, adding a task and task items. So this should, if we click OK, all right, so enter a task to do, click OK, and enter a valid duration still. Back, click OK, still need to enter a valid duration, 99, click OK. Ooh, yep. This is coming along really good. Obviously, we need to make this list look better. But I want to do like a little card thing, and then like you can swipe the cards to remove them once you're done. Awesome. Wait a sec. If I were to click this, okay. So we need to close these out once we hit OK. So when we do hit OK, I think we just do like form key maybe dot current state reset maybe. If we perform a hot reload, maybe if we click OK, nope, that still comes up. Click OK. It's not reset, then Is removed from the tree. No. Yeah, buddy. Hold on. I don't think it's dispose. Oh yeah, I think something happened. Yep, an exception happened. Okay. Here. Well, I guess that's it would be not on the form, it'd probably be on the controller. So task name controller clear, and then the task duration controller dot clear. That would make more sense. Click OK. Aha, there we go. All right, that bug is finished. All right, looking really good. Looking really good. Okay, so then if I could say I need to do the dishes, that's going to take me probably like 100 minutes. I'm just kidding. I'm just number. Task to do, go for a walk. My dog knows that. Walk's going to be a super long walk because I want to get a lot of exercise. Looking really good. I think I'm going to finish it up by stylizing the list a little bit better, and then I'll call it quits. And then I will probably do another live stream later, or maybe if you guys leave enough comments on this live stream to where I can, if you guys want more, and then I can just look at see what your guys' available time is, let me know. I'll probably just for now look at the analytics and figure out what time most people view my content, and then I'll probably do live streams around that. No. And if it's like in the middle of my workday, then hold on, good boy. And then if it's in the middle of my workday, I'll probably do it like the night before. That way, everyone can watch, the day after I upload a live stream. Cool. So yeah, let's make this a little bit prettier on that list. So we don't need to do the show dialogue anymore. So yeah, this is no longer going to be a text. I'm going to look up, see if there's like a card. Ooh, material card. Okay. Let's run this. Let's see if this card looks any good. Okay. Okay. I like this a lot better. So we're going to do a card. Oh my God. Yes, Titus. Hold on. Give me a minute, buddy. Okay. And then, so card. Yes, hold on. Hold on. Jeez. Okay. So center. All right. So center. So instead of a column, we're gonna do a card. Or wait, not body of center. Child is going to be a column. Its children are going to be widgets instead of a text. These are going to be a card. That card is going to have a child of text. Yes, Titus. Okay. Okay, looks a little good. Looks a little good. All right, now card, child, column. I'm seeing what they currently do with their. Good boy. Hold on. Good boy. All right, so they do a column. See your children, a list title, and then after the list title, they do a row, and then that row contains Text button, buy tickets. This is kind of like what I also want to do as well. So I'm going to copy them where a card's child is not going to be a text, but it is going to be a column yet again. That column is going to have a children of and then we want to have the children be a widget. Going to be a list of widgets, and then that widget list is going to contain a const list title. Right? Yeah, list tile or tile. List tile. And that that has like a little okay, so I don't actually I do no, I can do the title here of instead of E we'll say task. Good boy, good boy, good boy. We'll say title name. Title widget. What? Oh, this needs to be a type text. Oh, it is a const, so we don't want that to be a const actually. That tile is going to have a title, no subtitle. And then outside of that, so after this list tile, we want a row. And then we can do main axis alignment. Actually, let's come back here real quick and go sub title text is task.duration. And we will make this an interpolated string. So we'll say task duration minutes and end that. Okay. And then row, this is going to be main axis alignment end. And then we can add like a little delete button, I guess, instead of what they have. So they just have like buy tickets and listen. But we just want, so this one has, I mean, we can also just do, if you don't know what properties a certain class has, you can do control space. So we got children. So yeah, we'll want to create some children, not physically, but let's see here. This is going to be a thing of widgets just to let the compiler know. And then we're going to have a text button. Where on pressed, it is going to delete task. And then it's child text button, text button, text button. It'll be a const of button. Let's see here. Text button icon. Do like a oh yeah, icon. Yeah, it's just going to be a const icon. And then icon, the icons dot like a trash, not a trash. Delete. Oh, ooh, we'll see how that turns out. Do we not? Hopefully, we don't need to give it a label. I would just rather just have a. Let's see here. Named parameter icon is not defined. Yes, buddy. But found 0. Try add missing arguments. Oh, size maybe. Do I need to add size? 30. Let's go ahead and add this delete task function as well. That's gonna, we'll make that later. Isn't defined. Okay. Oh, yes, it's not defined because it was like that. Is that gonna work? Ooh, man. Ooh. Flutter is kick-ass. Okay. Okay. And then we also, let's clean this up a little bit. Clean this up a little bit. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. But like obviously we need to clean up the card. Like the inside of the card is going to be a little bit different as well. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Obviously the clicks do nothing. That is cool. That's really cool. To be honest, this is a lot of fun. Let's just say minutes. And I'm just going to make the cards look a lot better and then also clean up this list because you can't scroll right now. So let's see here. Children are of columns. Is there like a scroll? Scroll, let's see here. Scrollable. Creates a widget that scrolls. Okay. Access duration, access direction, and viewport builder. Okay, so let's look up Flutter scroll list. Let's see here. Oh, list view. The list view. And then let's just build it and see what happens. Ooh, okay, that works. That, oh my gosh, this, you guys, this is just amazing. Yes, you good boy. Almost done. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, this is looking a lot better. And then I just want to make like the name. I want to make the name and the duration maybe a little bit better looking. So not in show dialog, but in let's see here. For all of these, create a card. The card is going to have a list title, subtitle, and then yes, tidy. Oh yeah, the title, name, and then let's see here. Line, direction, scale, factor, width. Let's see here. Maybe like style. I need to look up how to stylize a text. Text class. Child nodes, data, first child. Is connected. The text runtime type. I could have sworn I had. Let me look up. Could have sworn that I had a text class that had some styling to it. Or at least I guess it did. Okay. Flutter. Text. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I was on the right track. So style, text, style. There we go. Okay, and then we can do font size. Let's see what a font size of maybe like 30 does. Press that. Looking pretty good, but like if someone has like a pretty long title, that's probably not gonna look good. So let's try like 24. 24 looks a little bit better. Actually, I maybe want to say like just a little bit bigger than 30. Because you got to imagine like maybe it's just like dishes or workout. I might just keep it at 30. I'm just gonna keep it at 30. See how well it does. Yes, Mr. Titus. Yes, buddy. Okay, and then we can then add a text style of font size. Let's do like 22. Let's try like maybe 18. That's a lot better. Oh my gosh. Guys, this app. Obviously, I need to like clean up my code a little bit, but this looks pretty good. Yep, I am done. All right. So that is it. I might want to add like a little bit. Oh my gosh. Give me a minute. Good boy. Give me a minute. So I think I just need to add just like a little bit more padding maybe on the cards, but honestly, it looks good for now to me. I can clean up later. And then also, I'll probably add like a swipe thing. So whenever we swipe the card, that'll also delete it. And But yeah, this looks good. We'll also work on the on-click of deleting the card as well. So stick around for that. But yeah, I will probably be back later today, or probably the next time I need to look at, again, I need to look at the analytics, figure out what time you guys watch my videos, and try to get that, either that same time, if not the day before, and get it recorded and out there for you. But if you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting that like bell, just the standard YouTube algorithm stuff. Yeah. Also look forward to that Chrome extension video. I'm sorry, like it's been quite difficult trying to make I produce content. I can make content, but producing it takes a little bit of time because I screw up when I talk and other stuff. Obviously on this live stream, I've been getting better every single day behind the camera. So hopefully I can get to the day where you guys can't hear my dog anymore. I'm just kidding. Hopefully I can get to the day where I don't screw up, talking, and I can just hit record and then just be very little producing time, But hey, I hope you guys loved this live stream. If you guys are watching it after the fact, because I had like literally 0 viewers the entire time, let me know how you guys liked it. And yeah, I guess that's it. All right. Well, peace out, you guys. I'll see you in my next video.